politics. Good morning, Neshoba. Reed and Julia here with this week's news.
Congratulations, Neshoba, on finishing midterm week. We wish you all the best of luck in the second half of the year.
As promised, the Chieftain Press has a number of stories to report after last week's inauguration. There is no doubt that Trump's first week in office was a busy one.
On Tuesday, CNN and a number of media outlets reported that Mr. Trump revived the oil pipeline projects that run through Native American land, which is said to threaten their water supply. Protests that were halted last fall are now back in full swing.
President Trump also signed a proclamation creating a National Day of Patriotism, although it has not been announced on what day this will fall. Additionally, he and his daughter, Ivanka, are working together to create a child care policy that will not only lower child care costs, but also give 6 weeks of paid maternity leave. It marks a striking difference in the usual decisions created by the GOP on this topic.
According to the Boston Globe, Mr. Trump also placed a media blackout on the Environmental Protection Agency, and critics note that his secretary nominee does not believe in the idea of climate change.
The official White House website was also immediately changed. There is no longer any mention of civil rights, LGBT rights, healthcare, or climate change on the issues page for the Trump administration. Instead, these topics have been replaced with tabs such as America First Foreign Policy and Making Our Military Strong Again.
As many of you know, there were a number of women's rallies held across the world, 673 to be precise. These rallies took place across the world on Saturday with an estimated 500,000 participants just in Washington, D.C.
A Metro administrator stated that more than 1 million rail trips were taken to the Saturday of the march, making it the second highest day in its history of use after Barack Obama's first inauguration in 2009.
It is important to note that the marches were peaceful and inclusive and can boast having no arrests reported. The streets in the core of downtown Washington were brought to a standstill Saturday by people marching to protest Trump's presidency and his history of derogatory comments about women and minorities. It is reported that the Boston March had almost 200,000 protesters in attendance.
Among the participants were many Neshoba students from all grade levels. The march is what organizers hope will be a unifying campaign to bring individuals together on issues like reproductive rights, civil rights, and immigration. Time will tell.
As always, the Chieftain Press will continue to bring you the latest on all things politics in the coming weeks and months.
In other news, this Wednesday, Mary Tyler Moore, the TV icon who turned the world on with her smile, died this Wednesday. She passed away in Connecticut from a fatal case of pneumonia with close friends and her adoring husband by her side.
Moore became famous by playing a comedic wife on The Dick Van Dyke Show. 4 years later, she became the first modern woman on television through a critically acclaimed series, The Mary Tyler Moore Show. The newsroom sitcom featured Moore as the ultimate single working woman. Her character inspired many, young and old, during the 1970s. Moore will be dearly missed for her work in the entertainment industry. Now, let's turn to our sports anchors for an update. Good morning, Neshoba sports fans. I'm Allie here with Sarah for a recap of this week's winter sports.
The wrestling team had a match versus Shepherd Hill on Wednesday, with Lucas Cordio, the new #1 rank in his weight class. He and Jake Fire powered the team to 60-9 win. Impressive. Also, this Saturday, they have the important tournament at Timberland Regional, so good luck tomorrow, boys.
On Tuesday, the girls' basketball team faced Fitchburg with outstanding performances by Caitlin McMahon, Zara Galuli, and Sam Maglione. The girls pulled out a win with a final score of 63-33. Congrats, girls. Good luck tonight against Worcester. Neshoba News will be live streaming the January 31st game against Leominster at 7, so if you can't make the game, make sure to tune in.
The boys' basketball team hosted Fitchburg on Tuesday night and pulled out a 48-42 win to improve their record to 11-1. Nate Mansour and Connor Ogerholm led the team with 28 combined points. Keep up the great work, boys. There will be another live stream of the boys' game on Friday, February 10th versus Groton Dunstable. If you are unable to make the game, check out the Chieftain Press YouTube channel.
Also, Catherine Pelletier will be holding a Bracelets for Benefit fundraiser. Catherine is selling t-shirts for $25 and long sleeve for $35 at boys basketball games and at the school store. Buyers will get into the blackout game on February 10th for free. The proceeds will benefit her DECA project and bracelets for benefit.
On Sunday, the track team will compete in the MSTCA Invitational at Reggie Lewis Center. Good luck to both the boys and the girls teams competing.
The boys hockey team had a big win Wednesday against North Middlesex. The goals by Dan Kerbel and Dina Nastis weren't enough to get by North Middlesex's outstanding goalie. They came up short 4-2. Tomorrow they have a game against former division rival Oakmont up at Cushing Academy. Good luck, boys.
The Alpine ski team had a race at Neshoba Valley yesterday. Michelle Frosch came in 8th and now has qualified for states, along with Charlotte Hatcher.
The Patriots have had an incredible season. Even with Brady's Deflategate suspension, the Pats were able to complete a 16-2 season and are headed to the Super Bowl on Sunday, February 5th in Houston, Texas, after beating the Steelers 36-17. Hopefully they can bring another Lombardi trophy back to Foxborough.
That's all for sports. Back to you, Reed and Julia.
Thanks for the update, Allie and Sarah. Up next, we have a special announcement from the freshman class officers.
Good morning. We would like to begin by saying it is our privilege to be addressing to you over a video announcement, specifically for the freshman body.
This allows us class officers to reach you directly for any updates we have.
Now, a few updates for the class of 2020. Thank you to all individuals who ordered a class t-shirt. Your order forms and cash and/or check are secured within our system. The graphics design is working on a new redesign that will be determined shortly. Once the new design is released, those opposed will be able to receive a refund if chosen.
Also, if you have any suggestions for what you want us to do this term, as well as your other class officers, please put a suggestion in the suggestion box in Mr. E's room, 403B. This is open to all freshmen, and we love your suggestions.
Also, just an announcement regarding the next activity period scheduled for the freshman class on Friday, March 17th. Vice President Yap and I will be delivering speeches, and following, we will be doing a freshman class event coordinated by the class officers and advisors. More information will come. Please check out Google Classroom for that, as I will update weekly on what is going on.
Finally, the freshman class play is underway. Our cast and crew, as well as director Katie Cohen, is working hard to make it a success. Please see Katie Cohen for more details. Finally, I would like to end by saying this has been a great semester. Not only thank you to all the freshmen who have cooperated and made this class great, but also thank you to every upperclassman and teacher that have welcomed us into the school. On to an eventful semester too.
And I would like to say...
Thanks, guys. Lots of exciting things are happening this coming week at Neshoba. Next Friday, February 3rd, class plays will be held in the auditorium. Go support your grade in the Battle of the Classes at 7 p.m. Will the teacher's performance be the showstopper of the night, or will it be one of the classes? Make sure to stop by and find out.
Listen up, Neshoba. Amnesty International needs your used footwear. Sneakers, boots, sandals, any style, any condition. All your shoes will benefit less fortunate people in the United States and abroad. Look for Souls for Souls collection boxes as you enter the school from the student parking lot and by the main office.
Looking for something fun to do over the April vacation? There are still a few spots available on the trip to Quebec. Registration is now open for all Neshoba students. For an informational flyer and registration information, contact Madam Winter.
During activity period today, students will be given copies of their second semester schedules. Freshmen and sophomores will be participating in structured activities in their homerooms, and many upperclassmen will be helping to lead those activities. Upperclassmen who are not helping to lead the activities will also remain in their homerooms. Teachers, please see the email sent this morning with all necessary links for activity period.
That's all the news for this week, Neshoba. I'm Julia here with Reed signing off. Stay tuned for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.